Scrap reporting tool in RadarMass. All employee names, part numbers, areas, quantities, amounts, and other relevant data is not real, and it was only created for the purpose of this presentation. The Scrap reporting tool has been added to RadarMass to minimize the time and resources utilized by our cross-functional teams to understand the many different variables that impact this important KPI. Under normal operation conditions, we execute production, we segregate, classify, and do our scrap reports. Then we identify trends and out of control conditions by means of our scrap analysis. From there, we start identifying opportunities for improvement by means of our Kaizen system. And who is required to timely identify scrap trends and out of control conditions? Well, at any time and for many different reasons, our plant manager, department managers, our quality engineers, in case we need to update our control plans or FMEAs, our product engineer in case of a product change, our production supervisor in case we identify our scrap trends and start deploying corrective actions, and so on. Based on that, scrap analysis is a very recurrent and time-consuming activity. It is a waste of time and resources waiting until the next scrap meeting asking the production supervisor about a particular part number trend, start preparing a set of scrap reports for a particular meeting, prepare a trend chart to be posted in our production line. So this is why it's so important to have a good scrap reporting system in place. Scrap is part of the war room and can be posted in a TV screen or in our computer monitor to continuously receive updates of our performance. By clicking on the war room and the scrap option, now we can get our war room scrap report. The scrap reporting system provides a series of charts that can be generated in a logical order to get the details from general to specific in minutes, effortless and by anyone in the organization. By clicking in one of the options, for example, we can have the planned overall scrap report in the defined period of time. We can check the trend and a Pareto chart by area. By clicking in one of the areas, we can also get access to a particular trend chart by area, either our Pareto chart by product part number or by defect. If we now click over a particular part number, now we get the scrap report by part number and a Pareto chart by defect. It also has a powerful tool that allows professional analysis at the click of our mouse in seconds. In conclusion, the easier you have access to scrap results, the more frequent you will perform scrap analysis. And the less time you use in the analysis of scrap results, the more time you will have to work on the improvement actions. Now, please join me in a quick live presentation. The first element we will go over is the scrap in the EWAR room. We will click on the EWAR room option, select the date that we are interested in reviewing, and then the scrap option. It will take us to the scrap EWAR room report. In here, we can go and check the daily trends, the specific information about the scrap daily trends, and a Pareto chart by area. This chart also shows the total amount and the impact this amount has over the plant performance. Going back to the main screen, we can go and check the scrap reports. Now let's take a look of the scrap reporting system. We will click over this option in particular, and this will take us to the scrap report. This is the plant report. Okay, here we can check the daily trends and the Pareto chart by area. We can click in one of the areas that we are interested on, and this will take us to the particular area's information. This is showing the trend by area. Okay, and from here we can also navigate, and if we want to, for example, let's check this. I'm going to click in here, 55, and it will take us to the defect 55 impacting on the area 82, and it will give us the trend of this particular defect by part number. We can close it and now go and check another defect of our interest. We can also get a Pareto chart by part number. See that we were working on the same production area, but now the Pareto chart will be shown by part number. Here we can click on a particular part number of our interest, let's say this one. And now we get a scrap report by part number with the Pareto chart by defect. So it's a matter of clicking on the particular report that we are interested on. Now let's go back and review a very powerful tool, which is the matrix analysis. By selecting the range of our preference, now we click on the matrix. So once we are in the scrap analysis matrix, we check that the period of time that was selected is in here. And from here we have two main tables. The first one is the table that is showing the trend during the period of time. This is the plant daily trend, and at the bottom we have the same trend but by area. This is a summary of the period of time that we are working with, and in this particular case by area. What we can read from here is that, for example, by day on 4/16 we throw away 6,541. If we want to know where this quantity is coming from, we click on the particular date, and now we have the summary of what occurred during this particular day. Now by area, this is a Pareto chart stating that the worst area was the 82 with $1,564, impacting the overall plant performance during this particular range in 23.9%. Let's click on the area's number, and now we have what occurred on this particular date in this particular area. Now we have a Pareto chart by part number stating that this part number is impacting the overall scrap of the area in 21.8%. And by clicking on the part number, now we have the behavior of this part number during the different dates that was produced. We also have a Pareto chart by scrap reason on this same area during this particular day. We can also click in here and navigate to what happened on this particular date, on this particular reject, and the impact of the period. Okay. We can also navigate by areas number. I'm gonna click in here on the area number 82, and now what I have, the trend of the area 82, but now to understand how it was behaving by day. Okay. In the center, we know now that this area 82 by bar number. From here, this Pareto chart is telling us that the impact of this particular bar number is the 10% of the area and the 2.0% of the total plant performance. It means by reducing this bar number to 0, we will have an improvement of 2% plant-wide and a 10% improvement in this particular area. So as you can see here, this is a powerful tool, very easy to understand, very easy to consult, and from here we can start deploying corrective action. Let's say that we want to work on this particular bar number here, and we know that if we deploy a proper corrective action and we reduce the total scrap of this particular bar number, now we're going to have a 2% improvement in plant wide. Let's open a Kaizen activity. Okay, I'm working on the area 82, and the part number I'm working with is the 7552J. Okay, and now I am the initiator. The improvement type is scrap, and the opportunity description. Okay, this is just an example of how quick we can open a Kaizen opportunity based on the analysis of our scrap reports. And let's check on the type of Kaizen, scrap, and we will find in here the Kaizen opportunity that we have just opened.